Hello everyone, welcome back to a new video. Today I want to use the Dragonflower mold from resinkurs.com. It's the mold number 1 and I want to do the dirty pour. So I already prepared my white. I mixed my white with the pigment drops and the resin I'm using is the Ultracast resin. And I've chosen the colors berry and brown, and both are pigment drops from Etter Art. So you see that my pinkish berry tone is a little bit darker than it normally would be. And I'm pouring this on top of my white. I'm just loving doing the dirty pours because somehow you never know what you're gonna get. And it's just the natural way of the crackle effect, I think. Well, it's my personal preference and I really adore it. So I hope you don't mind that I'm gonna show you a couple of times what I'm doing with the dirty pours. So now I'm putting my brown tone on top of my berry, and I've chosen here to use the espresso resin ink from Octopus. And I'm just pouring this also into my cup. I'm sorry if I'm sounding a little bit, sniffy, but I really catched a little cold, but it's fine. It's gonna be okay. But it's just a pity because today we have such a lovely day and I'm just having my cold. Anyway, back to the pour. My last color here is the pearl. It's a mica and I really love the effect with the pearl because at the edges it gives such a nice sheen to it with the dirty pour, and sometimes you can also see a little bit more puffiness of the white. So this is my pearl now in my mold, and I'm sorry also for the background noise. I really need to close the window, which I've just done. So anyway, now I'm taking the stick and I'm just stirring very carefully one round in there. I don't know if it makes sense, if it does anything, but I just thought I just do it and see what happens. So this is practically my colors layered and done, and yeah, now I can take my mold and I can start with the clear layer of resin. I'm doing this because the colors will be floating more and I think it helps for the crackle effect. So just a thin layer of the resin in the mold so that the bottom is really covered. And what I can always suggest, and I know I keep on repeating in my videos, always take your time. Never pour with too much hurry. Just take your time. Try to be as accurate as you can be. Sometimes I am very accurate, but sometimes I'm just not so accurate. It just happens, but always try not to hurry and just enjoy what you are doing. So you see the awesome pattern when you pour the dirty pour. It really looks like acrylic pouring, and I've done acrylic pouring in the past. I came actually from acrylic pouring to resin, and yeah, I love this with the dirty pour and I think it looks very awesome. I'm sorry that my hand is now in the way, but sometimes it is, because I'm pouring, but you will see at the end how it's looking there. I just let the resin run and it looks awesome. It looks like a little cloud, I think. And now I'm just taking my clear resin and I'm pushing my clear resin, or I'm pouring it into the center and I'm pushing my colors out to the edges, and I'm filling up my mold up to the rim. You see also there the center It's always good when you see a little bit of the center, then you know where to put your glitter or your stones, glass stones or whatsoever you have to hand. And now I'm just giving it a little torch. With the torch, please always be careful that you are not burning your mold or your resin. And it's so awesome also watching what the resin is doing. Sometimes I'm just standing in my room and I'm just watching how the piece slowly changes, and it's very beautiful to watch. So there's my stone mix, and I decided just to go with white and black stones, a little bit of mirror stone or glass in there as well. And that's it. Just very simple, nothing special, no glitter. I just thought with the color is enough. And I only add a little bit of the pink glass stones there from Laura's Art Corner to my glass stone mixture. I don't know how to call it. And I'm just making sure I divide them a little bit. When you do this, do it very carefully that you are not scratching your mold. It would be a pity because you see it on every resin piece later when you damaged your mold, because the resin is really copying what's underneath or what's on the silicone. So just make sure you be very careful. So you see I'm a little bit busy with dividing my stones till I'm happy. And yeah, it's a quite big center, I'm noticing now, but this is what I've done. And now I can just let the resin do its magic, let it work. I love already the edges when you see it. There's a lot from the pearl and from the pearl mica in there, and it's looking very delicate. I really love it. Yeah, I'm still dividing a little bit. This is not normal. Normally I'm faster. But yeah, seems that I was not quite happy that time. But I think I'm finally done, and then later I just give it a quick torch, and then I can show you the little time lapse and how the resin is really moving. Because when you just have it in real time, you don't see it so much. So there's a little time lapse and you see the resin is doing its magic. It's pulling to the center. And also you can already notice that something is happening underneath. It's changing. You see it there. And now there's the next day. I waited 24 hours because I also needed to go to work. And I'm very curious now about the pattern it made. And you see really on the back side, it really worked very well. And this is now the result. And I must say, I'm very happy about it. I think, the crackle effect on top, it's really like, the crackle is lying on something. And I also like the natural way of the color blending. So with this, I love and leave you. Unfortunately, I don't have a video of the end product because I gave the coaster away, but there's going to be a photo. And yeah, I thank you for watching, guys. Take care and bye-bye.